Hey, welcome back to the Aikido Virtual Dojo. And today on the channel, we're going to look at the Hakama. And after you've received your Hakama, you have to know how to put it on. And you can see there's all kinds of belts here. There's, billowing pant legs, and it looks very confusing. We have a back piece, the koshita, and all the front pleats. So I'm going to just show you essentially how to put it on, okay? There are a couple of different traditional ways to do this, and I will show you at least one way, maybe a second way to do that. So let's begin. I'm going to show you one of the easiest ways to put on a Hakama, and this will depend a bit on the Hakama if you have longer ties, longer himo. Okay? In Aikido, sometimes we look for Hakamas that have a little bit longer front strap so that we can tie it around easier on the outside. So to do this, then we need to put our legs through each side. And we will begin actually holding onto the Hakama so it doesn't drop down. Begin from the back. And we want to be able to place the koshita just above the belt where it feels comfortable, and we can hold it very comfortable where it attaches to the back. Okay? So then here, traditionally, normally what we do is slide each tie, the strap here, underneath the belt. And we come forward and we tie off underneath the front knot, underneath the obi. Okay, so we tie this here. Make sure it's a fairly good knot and fairly good and tight so it doesn't come off there. Okay, this will tuck in underneath along with the belt. Okay. Now we're ready for the back, actually the front piece, which will go around the back. Okay. So again, we're going to place this over the top of the belt. And we begin with each side. We're going to drop through the belt, underneath the belt here, taking the ties and pulling them through. This secures the Hakama onto the belt so that it doesn't slip off. Obviously, all of this takes a bit of practice to get used to. The front here then can also tuck into the top of the belt. Okay, so it gets nice and neat underneath. Then, with the long front ties here, we're going to go around the back and cross. Okay, just underneath the koshita, around the koshita, and the lower back. Then, coming in front, underneath the obi, underneath the knot. Okay, and we're going to cross over. If you want to, you can even make one small tie here, one small crossover there. And again, around the back. Now this will depend on if you have longer ties or not. Okay, so this one, for example, has longer ties, so I can go around again. And this will only reinforce the attachment to the waist. Okay, this again will also be under the belt itself. Okay, so underneath the belt. As I come back around the front, then I'm going to cross over and I will take the outer strap or the front strap and come underneath everything to keep it all together. Okay, bringing that in nice and tight. Then a very simple knot to tie it all off. There are lots of really fun and fancy traditional ways to finish off the ends, but I will let you discover that at another point. Okay? So that's the basic way to tie a Hakama in this fashion. Now when we begin the other version, we're going to kind of begin with the back part, but actually it's just for securing the back part because we want to really actually begin with the front part. So often what we do is we just kind of very temporarily tie this off somewhere so that it stays up. Okay. Then, taking the front, we're going to come underneath. Right. Bring the straps through. on both sides. Okay. And this one in particular you want to do if you have shorter straps, shorter himo, shorter ties, because you won't be able to wrap around so many times as you do with some other hakamas. Okay? Now from here, then you can go around the back and capture the hakama from the back side. Okay? Capturing it here on the outside. Then as you come back around, then we're going to come underneath and tie off the hakama, tie off the straps under the hakama. Okay, I'm going to bring them in. And make a knot, so you have to be able to feel this one, and make a knot underneath the hakama, underneath the obi, the knot. Okay? And so making a good solid knot that won't come undone, and that stays in place here. The front here, then we'll tuck in. Okay, so we have that part done. Now we can release the back here, the back strap here, and we go underneath the belt, the original belt once again, with the straps coming from the back. 1 and 2. Okay. And then coming underneath the front of the hakama, underneath the knot, and tying it off here. 1 and 2. And again, with the ends of the straps, these are quite long, so you can actually find very creative ways. There are lots of interesting ways to tie off the front. Some of it is very much like origami, folding the straps and doing that. And again, I'll let you discover that at another point. So 2 basic ways to tie the hakama into place, and now you're ready for training. Great.
If you like our video, give us a thumb up and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to receive notifications about new videos being published. More information is available in the channel description as well as through the links section.